Now that we understand how to use the regular JavaScript development tools inside of Chrome that are provided to us, another cool feature is the component and profiler React tools that get added to our Chrome developer tools when we install that extension. So if we go to the three dots in the upper right hand corner, we do more tools, and then we look for extensions. We can find more extensions for our browser. And one of those extensions is going to be the React developer tools right here. And that's exactly what it's called, and it has that nice image of an atom with all of the neutrons and stuff, not neutrons, electrons flowing around it. So React developer tools. So the way we do that is to go ahead and add it to our Chrome, and I already have it added to mine, so I'm going to show you how we go about doing that. You can click on extensions, go down to open Chrome Web Store, and in the Web Store, you're just going to go ahead and search for React. And when you do that, the list that comes back is going to be the React developer tools, and you're going to have an add to Chrome right here. Since I already have it, it's already added, you're going to click add to Chrome, and once it's added to Chrome, you're going to see it here in your extensions list. And once it's added to your extensions list, anytime you have a page running in your browser that has React running in it, you will be able to pull open your Chrome developer tools, and you will see both a component and a profiler plugin that have been added to your Chrome developer tools. Now, right now, you can actually look and see the actual components that make up your page that are React components. That's really quite cool because we can see how it creates this hierarchy, and we can see that we have the app component, we have the to-do list component, which is made up of a bunch of to-do item display components that are responsible for each individual to-do item, and then we have our to-do item create component. Another cool thing is that we can actually click on each of these components, and we can look at both their props and their state to see what makes them what they are. So right here, the app, we already made sure that that was in charge of the to-do items, so we can see its state and all of the to-do items that it is in charge of. We can click on the list and see that the list came in through the props object, and we have an array of these to-do items coming in through the props. Cool thing to note is that the app, the to-do items are in the state. The to-do list, they're in the props because they came in through the props. And then the to-do item displays, we can also see that they came in, that a particular to-do item came in through the props to-do property. And of course, if you notice, the app we converted from a functional component to a class-based stateful component, and you can see that it has both a props and a state. Our to-do list is actually not a stateful component, it's just a functional component. So you can see it just has props, and it shows you the parent component that is actually rendering it, and you can actually navigate back to the parent. And then the to-do items as well, you can see it doesn't have a state because it is a functional component, and you can see it is rendered by the to-do list, which lives inside of the app. So you can see the parent component and then the grandparent component. Come down here to our to-do item create, we can see that it is a stateful component. It has both a props and a state, and you can see the state that it is in charge of and what its parent is. Now, if we change the state right here, we now see dynamically, you can see that state change. And that's based on the change event of these particular inputs that we did. And you can see it dynamically changing. So you can see that this components is evaluating the live component in the page and actually has access to the props and the state, and we can see what is happening behind the scenes. So if you ever have a component where it's got inputs and you're not seeing the inputs being saved to state, you can open this up, go to the components, select the one that you're having issues with, and actually look and see if the state is actually being updated when you leave that input box. So this is super, super helpful. And then the profiler is really good for trying to figure out what is happening in your components. Is it slow? What's slow? Why is it slow? And that's what this profiler is for. And you just record as you're doing stuff in the browser. So if we were to go ahead and let's refresh this page really quick. Oh, let's undo our breakpoints. So I'm going to turn off all my breakpoints, click play, come back to my component, to my profiler. I'm going to click play. I'm going to go ahead and do some changes here, add a new one, do something, add a new one, go ahead and click stop. And now we can go ahead and look at the profile that was created. And we can see that app rendered, it was really quick, rendered really quick, and then it re-rendered. We can go to the to-do list. We can see it was rendered. Let's go back up to our app right here. And then you've got other information in the profiler, and you can see all of the steps as they happen. And you can see what was affected, when it was affected, and how long it took. So this is a really good tool for finding out why your application might be slow. Our application is super fast, so we don't really have to worry about it. Now, Redux is something completely different, but it is something that we like to use with React for maintaining state across all components. But that is a complete video series of its own, so we're not going to worry about Redux. But the component and the profiler, super helpful tools provided to us by the React team that integrates into our Chrome developer tools, and they also have a plugin for Firefox that plugs into Firefox developer tools.